So, quick life update. Let's see what has been going on this week. If you're new here, my name is Miss Joyce Pollard, and I am a success coach, mompreneur, girl mom, registered nurse, and people often ask me a lot of questions. Like, people often ask me, number one, how am I showing up consistently? Let's see if I can get better audio, because I might take clips from here. I might take. And let's see. Let's see. Testing, testing. I think it sounds better. So, all right. So people often ask me, how am I consistent? And I always say that, oh, that is way better. Okay. So people often ask me, how do I show up consistently for all the different roles that I have? And a few years ago, what I had to do was I was facing, like, I wanted to give up because I was balancing being a mom, working a business. And I feel that often, like, why I go so hard for this is because there's so much talk about, building a business, having a business plan. But what about a life plan? What about life planning one? I'm gonna make a video, life planning 101, because the business is just a part of who you are. It's a part of what you're gonna be doing. So if you take a mess, if you take, not trying to say your life is a mess, but if you take a mess, or if you take a life that doesn't have structure and you add a business on top of that, you're going to be stressed out. You're going to be burned out. There's going to be some sort of give and take, right? And a lot of times what ends up happening is that the kids are the ones that end up suffering, or you're stressed out. I don't want to have success if it's going to cost me to look like what I've been through. Like, I want to be able to live life. I want to be able to enjoy. I want to be able to help people make a difference, make good money, take care of my kids. But I can't be looking busted and crazy. So today's video, life as a mompreneur, I'm going to be sharing updates. I'm going to be sharing success. I'm going to be sharing the struggles that I've been going through. But your girl survived. Okay, we still here. We're still making it happen. So, yeah, so some successes. I I signed up. Like, I've actually been more consistent with my finance biz and reaching out to people, sharing what I'm doing. Oftentimes it's like a touchy subject and it's the last thing that people think about. But I know that working in healthcare, like, I feel like God didn't, it's not by accident that God has me in the finance industry and in financial, like in nursing, like healthcare, because it's intertwined. Because a lot of times people have a life event, they have a heart attack, they have a stroke, even like cancer. There's so many things that affect people health wise that affects their finances because they're not able to work. They have to miss work. Like, you have to ask yourself before you go out there and make a whole bunch of purchases, you have to say, like, if I couldn't work, why did I just smack? If I couldn't work for, let's say, 2 weeks, what would happen? If I couldn't work for a week, what would happen? There are certain people that are going to work every single day and they are one paycheck away from it being a serious problem. Okay. So I've had some training sessions. I've reached out to some people. I want to be more consistent. I'm going to create like a spreadsheet, which is going to be a log that basically, it's like, I call it money generating activities, MGA. Like, you have to know that if you have a business, like, where are you getting your clients from? Where, what are the marketing outreaches that you have to do? What are the sales conversations? Like, it's a process. And then how do I follow up? So I'm going to create, like, I'm going to use Google spreadsheet. I love Google. Google's the GOAT. So I'm going to create a Google spreadsheet and I'm going to literally map out a way to track what's going on in the business. Let me write that down because as I'm going along, I'm actually taking notes about things that I'm going to do next week. So I have to remember to do the business tracker. All right, and I've also signed up for mentorship. I'm one of my business partners, referred someone to me and she's having a challenge. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited about leveling up because oftentimes I feel that the enemy wants us to feel that we are like we take our gifts for granted. The enemy wants us to feel that we're not good enough and we're not doing the right things. And then we'll sit there and be stuck in our heads instead of going out there helping people, doing what we can to succeed. So I'm excited about the mentorship. I'm excited that I've posted like 2 videos consistently for the last 2 weeks. And I've mixed it up with, entertainment, inspiration, education. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited about that because YouTube, listen, what I realized is that YouTube is it's not as easy. I used to think it was just about putting up videos and like posting videos and just going about the day, but no, you have to think about thumbnails. You got to think about, what's trending. Like I can't just talk about what I want to talk about. So that has been an eye opener. And quality content. Quality content. Like there's some things that I've uploaded that when I try to go back and watch, I don't even want to watch it. I'm like, pass. So I'm like, I don't even want to watch my own video. Why would somebody else watch it? And when it comes to like balance, where have I been struggling? Ooh, child. We'll see. Should I start with the girl? I'm gonna start with me because I believe everything stems from self. Because we have to, like, we're the captain and we have to steer the ship, and we want to steer the ship in the right direction. So I would say that my sinus, well, I'm not going to say I'm not claiming it, but I would say sinus headaches has definitely had me, you know, um, pausing and, not being as productive as I want to. But then pretty much, I catch myself like staying in the moment because sometimes it gets frustrating. We're humans when things don't go our way. But if I catch myself saying like, oh, my head is hurting, I have a sinus headache, like 2 or 3 times, the next step is like, okay, what am I going to do about it? And we're all guilty of this, but I've been challenging myself to say, okay, what can I do in this situation? Because I did have postpartum high blood pressure, and I've been trying to manage that. And I was literally like, I was like, I stopped taking my medicine, which is not recommended. But I started drinking beet juice and exercising more, and I stopped taking my medicine. So sometimes when my sinus headaches come on, I was like, thinking like, oh my gosh, I hope it's not my blood pressure that is high. Um, my oldest daughter, I've been working on, not allowing technology to take over. That's a whole separate video. Because these kids, like, I went to a parenting conference and I was so guilty because I was like, you know what? It's easy to just give them these devices and, go about our way, but we can't allow technology to take over with these kids because what ends up happening is, number one, I noticed that my daughter kept asking for the phone. Like, she'll wake up in the morning, can I watch my phone? She'll, get home from school. Can I watch my phone? What time can I watch my phone? Like, everything was about the phone. And I was like, girl, like, there's toys around here. There's books. There's activities. Like, so I started, like, I bought dice. And we've been having dice contests. And it'll be like, who's going to pick up, the clothing after we take a bath, and who's going to wipe down the counter. So we've been doing it like different challenges for different things, and it's pretty interesting to see. It's pretty interesting to see how many activities that I can come up with. I bought some, what are these, canvases to do some painting or some drawing so that we could display our arts and crafts around the house. And let me tell you something. What I have realized is that with being a mom, especially a mom of two, like I used to pride myself on having an uber clean house. Now I'm just like, you know what? There's a difference between a dirty house and a messy house. So this house might be messy. There might be toys scattered around, but like if I pick up the toys on the floor and then a few minutes later they're putting them back on the floor, how many times am I going to pick up the toys? It gets to a point in time where I'm like, you know what? Let the toys stay on the floor. Like, let the toys stay on the floor. And what else? The youngest one. Every week is something. I have a 6-year old and a 19-month old, and the 19-month old always amazes me because number one, she doesn't want to stop breastfeeding, and then more people tell me she needs to get off the boob because she's eating full meals. It's like sis is like, you know what? I'm gonna do it more. Like I'm literally going to try and she's like, literally, I'm going to do it more and bite. So I'm like, oh my gosh, it's driving me crazy. But nevertheless, my favorite prayer is, Lord, help me. Lord, help me get through this day. Lord, help me, like, make a way. Like, the prayers get shorter and shorter sometimes. And so, yeah, so that's my current struggles. I am working to be more productive. So what I've been trying to do is, so what I've been doing is right reminders. Reminders are currently like the GOAT. I've been writing things down, not overthinking things. And working on less consumption. Like I was watching some YouTube videos and they were making me sleepy. So what I started doing was I have even silent lives where that I've posted where it's like, okay, decompress for the day before you go to sleep, say this. And that's been helping me. So I've basically been sharing the strategies and things that I do to reset and to not be so overwhelmed or like I don't want to feel so like, just burdened, I would say. Because I can compartmentalize things. And yeah, I journal. I've been journaling, which is good. I've been setting lots of reminders because oftentimes when I need to do something, it might not be at an optimal time where the thought comes to me, but I'll put a reminder in my phone for everything, who I need to text, who I need to call, what emails I need to send, things I need to do for the girls, because I find myself saying, I need to, or I should. And the more that I say I should, I'm like, okay, like, let's make it happen. So I'm working on not overthinking things and not being so overwhelmed and allowing technology to do what technology is going to do. So also like more creation and less consumption, because I found myself watching lots of YouTube videos, and with watching a lot of YouTube videos, it comes down to like, okay, getting a lot of ideas, feeding myself, but I have things to pour out. I have things of value to share, so share I need to share those things. Like, I need to share, and I can't just be consuming. I need to also be creating. And I am looking forward to trying out Trello, because I've used Trello in the past for like content creation and project management, but I want to be a little more intentional with it and start using it again. So I'm going to be using Trello, and also I see that their, Zoom has a scheduling that they're going to be using. So I will be testing out the Zoom scheduling. And yeah, so I'm excited for what's to come. So go ahead and drop in the comments. Let me know, what you're working on, what is going on in your world. Like, I feel that, sometimes we scroll, sometimes we're just kind of like bombarded with information, but we have to make sure that we're good, because it starts with self. Like, we're the core, we're the nucleus of everything that we're building, everything that we want. And if we're not good, nothing's going to go well. So I want us to be able to come together. I'm not sure. I do have a Become the Boss Mompreneur Facebook group, so I'm not sure how we're going to, you know, stay connected or be able to share. I know YouTube has a few features available, but I believe you have to have like 500 subscribers, and I'm currently at 121. So if you like content that is positivity, about growth, subscribe, like the video, tell a friend. If it's someone that is a mom, someone that wants extra income, someone that likes positivity, because one thing you're not going to find over here is anything about negativity, because that's not me. So what time is it? It's 8:37. I'm going to put this on mute for a second. I'm going to try to call my mom. Hey, hey, hey. This thing is bright. Can I dim this a little bit? Oh, but that looks so, We're back. So we should play some music. Let me see if I can find some music that we can work and listen to. And I would definitely take let me see what I would share. Because I literally found out that you can take content. Let's see what's some good work music. Because I'm going to do some work. I like that one for working. But we need some bass. A little upbeat. No, I think this one is the one. This one I like, because it'd be like, hey, listen, music is powerful. And if we have the ability to let things like reframe our mind, music is one of those. Make sure you listen to my dream routine. I have a video that is launching next. Oh, maybe tomorrow. I think it's launching tomorrow. So yeah, I got to get the Turo car ready. Somebody's coming to pick it up tomorrow. I have to. What does I have to do? Work on some shorts for YouTube. Work on emails. I have to do a reintroduction campaign. And I hope you're writing stuff down and using a planner. Because I find a lot of times the people that are the most overwhelmed do not use a planner. They're keeping everything in their head. They're not writing stuff down. Like, even if you have to take a sheet of paper and write this week and write Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday on the side, like, you can do it by yourself. You can take a binder, you can write stuff down, reduce overwhelm, make it make sense. I say God doesn't have to repeat itself. And oftentimes there's so many gems, there's so many nuggets, so many people that we can learn from that have value. And if we could just take that information, because what happens is when we're so consumed with content, we can hear something that is so powerful that can, like, one thing that we hear can change everything. It can change the trajectory, it could change the dynamic of our life. But if we're not taking the time to actually hone in on that, it's a waste. It's a waste because the enemy is busy. The enemy is busy. He wants to get us off our game, and it's our job. It's our job to make it happen. It's our job to literally be like, you know what? I'm not going to let this situation defeat me. I'm not going to let the enemy win. Like, I'm going to make it happen. So I will challenge you right now. I'm going to let this music play while I work. So I'm going to challenge you to work on some important tasks right now. If you're at work, if you're at home, whatever the case is, let's work. Let's win. Let's focus. Let's focus. Like, don't be so caught up in consumption. Let's focus. It's time to get to work. I put these glasses on. When I put these glasses on, when I got these glasses on, that means time to work. Hey, hey, hey. My Costco tag showing. Oh no, that's the. Let's go. Let's grow. Come on. Let's go and grow. Let's go and grow. Hey, hey. Let's go and grow. All right, I'm gonna stop this live, and I think I'm gonna go live again because this is actually helping me to focus. So I'm gonna stop this one because this was supposed to be a mompreneur update, um, weekly update. So yeah, so thanks for tuning in. If you watch this and you watch all the way to the end, comment boss, because if you watched all the way to, if you just watched me work after I was talking and I stopped talking, you deserve something nice. So thank you for tuning in. Remember, be grateful for what you have. Go after what you want. Let's boss up. Ta ta.